Action.
Action! Hi, Frank. Nietzsche performs an examination of the origins or genealogy of morality. Where does it come from? And he undertakes this examination because he's trying to answer a question that no philosopher before him had ever posed, the question of what is the value of morality. So to understand what the value of morality might be, a logical starting place for Nietzsche is the genealogy of morals. Where does it come from? In fact, he writes a book with this name. And I'm not going to exhaust his gorgeous, majestic, fabulous inquiry. It's beautiful, beautiful work, Beyond Good and Evil as well. The headlines are Nietzsche, it is Nietzsche's claim or insight that morality, the notion of good and evil, are invented, manufactured by slaves. If you look at the macro historical trends, Hegel sort of gives this to us. We had the master-slave relationship, according to Hegel, from the state of nature for a couple of millennia, maybe a few millennia, and humans divided into either being a master or a slave. And then came sort of a paradigm shift in the dialectic struggle. This is sort of Hegelian dialectics, where we got to feudal lord and serf. And then we'll talk about Hegel another time. But Nietzsche goes all the way back to this master-slave paradigm that went for a long, long time. And it is Nietzsche's claim that prior to the master-slave paradigm, and so sort of in the state of nature, let's say, and for the good bulk of the master-slave paradigm, good and evil did not exist as concepts in the human condition. And it was the slaves who invented the notion that masters are evil and slaves are good. Now, why they did this and how they did this, Nietzsche will walk you through in a spectacular line of reasoning and examination. It doesn't matter whether Nietzsche's right or wrong. It doesn't matter whether he nails history or not. It's a fantastic intellectual exercise. And Nietzsche, on the other side of it, serves up to us a conclusion or suggestion that we have lost our vitality. This is Nietzsche's big issue. Why have we lost our vitality as modern Westerners, even today? When in yesteryear we were sort of these bold Achilles-type warriors, or masters, if you will, aristocrats. And he doesn't sort of get nostalgic about it and celebrate it and want to go back. He really wants to leap forward. He says that man is a tightrope between beast and Superman, and Nietzsche will ultimately hurl us forward to a Superman gaze and what is the next version of being on this planet after human. And human is this sort of intermediate, almost sort of downshift from beast before we get to the jump to Superman. And Nietzsche serves up that we lost our vitality because modern Western morality, between its ethics and its Christianity and its religion and its chivalry, it's a hodgepodge. It doesn't make sense. It's not even a mosaic. It's a cobble. And when you find all of the contradictions and the lack of homogeneity, it can be traced back to the original roots where slaves invented a moral construct, an ethical construct that for Nietzsche doesn't have, let's say, integrity. It's not integral, whole, and complete. It's attenuated. It's not viable. Next, we'll talk about Nietzsche and Superman, and that should round out Nietzsche. Now, some people would say, look, you left out will to power. You talked about eternal recurrence. Now you're talking about morality. You're going to talk about the Superman. We might talk a little bit about will to power, but we got to go feed Desmond. He's hungry. He's with Abby tonight, and it's no good. So we're going to go. Love my wife. I love my feline. I promised you a back shot, so there we go. Trent back tonight.
Wow.